Teenage Love, Part 1, Between Classes. The final bell echoed through the hallways, marking the end of another day. Students spilled into the corridors, their laughter and conversations filling the space. Near the lockers by the library, however, it was quieter. Two students stood together, just slightly apart from the rush of people heading home. Lily leaned against her locker, arms crossed casually, watching the sun's fading light filter through the high windows. Alex stood beside her, adjusting his backpack on one shoulder, a subtle nervous energy in his stance. They had known each other for years, but recently, something had shifted between them. Unspoken feelings hovered in the air, growing stronger with each passing day, but neither had dared to voice them until now.
You ever notice how the school feels so different after everyone's gone? It's quieter, makes you think about stuff you don't usually pay attention to during the day.
Like what? The assignments you haven't finished.
No, not that. More like the future. What's gonna happen after this is all over? After high school, you ever think about that?
I do sometimes. It's hard to picture what comes next. Everything's changing so fast, but I guess that's just part of life, right? Why, what's on your mind?
I've been thinking a lot about us. Like, when things change, when we leave this place, do you think we'll still be the same, or will we drift apart, like so many people do after graduation? Question: do you think we can keep things the same between us after high school? A. Yes, if we both try, we can stay close no matter what. B. No, life changes too much after high school. C. Things will change, but that doesn't mean they'll be worse, they might get better.
Answer C. Things will change, but that doesn't mean that they'll be worse. They might get better. I think change is inevitable, especially when we're moving on from high school. But that doesn't mean everything will fall apart. Sometimes, change can bring people closer. It can show us what really matters, what we might have overlooked before.
I hadn't thought about it like that. You're right, though. Change doesn't have to be scary. It could make us see each other in new ways, make our connections stronger, even when things aren't the same anymore.
Exactly. We might not know what's coming, but it doesn't mean we have to lose what we have. If we handle it right, things could actually get better between us.
The last echoes of students' footsteps faded down the hallway, and the school quieted. The long shadows from the setting sun stretched across the lockers, casting the hallway in a warm orange glow. Outside, the sounds of life, the chirping of crickets, the hum of distant cars, began to fill the air, creating a peaceful atmosphere as the school settled into its evening calm.
There's something else I've been meaning to tell you. I don't know how to say it, but I like you, Lily. More than just as a friend. I've been wondering for a while if you feel the same way.
I've thought about it, but don't you think it's kind of risky? I mean, liking someone so close to graduation, right when everything's about to change?
Yeah, it's risky, but maybe that's what makes it feel so important. I didn't want to wait until it was too late. With everything changing, I wanted to be honest with you.
I get that. I guess I've been thinking about it too. But what if it doesn't work? What if everything changes and we lose what we have? Question: do you think young love can last beyond high school? A. Yes, if it's strong enough, it can survive anything. B. No, it's hard for love to last when we're so young. C. It can, but only if both people are willing to work for it.
Answer: C. It can, but only if both people are willing to work for it. I don't think love lasts just because you want it to. It takes effort. We'd have to work at it, even when things get tough or when we're in different places. But if we both care enough, we could make it work, no matter what happens.
I see what you're saying. It's not about holding on to what we have now and hoping it stays the same forever. It's about adapting, about growing together. And if we're both willing to do that, maybe it can last.
Exactly. I think if we're honest with each other, if we're willing to put in the effort, there's no reason we can't make this work. It's not going to be easy, but I think it could be worth it.
The light outside had dimmed, and the first signs of twilight spread across the sky. The distant sounds of life outside the school were accompanied by the occasional rustling of the wind through the trees. The lockers gleamed faintly under the soft glow of the overhead lights, and the halls had emptied completely, leaving Alex and Lily in a world that felt like it was just theirs.
So, what now? We know things will change and we don't have all the answers. Do we just take it one step at a time?
I think that's the best way. No rush, no pressure. We can figure things out as we go, instead of trying to control everything.
Do you think love is more meaningful when we don't try to control it? Question: do you think love is more meaningful when we don't try to control it? A. Yes, love should be natural and grow on its own without too many expectations. B. No, love needs direction and boundaries to stay strong. C. It's a balance. Too much control can ruin it, but it still needs care and attention.
Answer: A. Yes, love should be natural and grow on its own without too many expectations. I think love should feel free, like it's something that happens naturally. If we set too many rules or expectations, we'll start forcing it, and that's when things fall apart. But if we let it grow at its own pace, we'll know if it's real.
I think you're right. Trying to control love makes it lose something, like it stops being about how we feel and starts being about what we think it should be. Letting it happen on its own sounds better. Maybe that's how we keep it real.
The final traces of sunlight disappeared, leaving the campus bathed in the soft glow of the streetlights outside. The air had grown cooler, and the sounds of the day had faded entirely. All that remained was the faint hum of distant traffic and the soft shuffle of their footsteps as Alex and Lily walked slowly together toward the school gate. The uncertainty of the future hovered around them, but it didn't feel as heavy as before.
So, I guess we'll just see what happens. Take it one day at a time.
Yeah, no need to rush. We've got time to figure it all out. As long as we're being honest with each other, we'll know where this is going.
And whatever happens, I'm glad I told you how I feel, Even if things don't go exactly as planned, at least we won't wonder about what could have been.
Same here. It's better this way, being open about it. I think we'll figure it out together, step by step.
One step at a time then. No pressure, no expectations, just us.
As the night settled in around them, Alex and Lily walked together under the soft glow of the street lights, their footsteps in sync, both knowing that whatever the future held, they were ready to face it, together, without fear, letting love grow naturally. 5 words related to the theme of teenage love, Part 1, Between Classes.
Infatuation, a fleeting yet intense feeling often experienced during young love. Change, the inevitable shift in life that challenges relationships but also allows for growth.
Connection, the bond that holds people together even in moments of uncertainty. Growth, the process of learning and evolving together in a relationship.
Uncertainty, the unknowns that come with love and life, especially during times of transition.